Mr. Speaker, before I get into the updates, I think it is important that the country appreciates that the state of the roads is not, Mr. Speaker, it's not the fault of government.
What that speech that the Prime Minister just made reflects is really a pretense at accepting responsibility, but in reality seeking to dodge responsibility. Climate change, to blame the appalling state of the road network in Jamaica today on climate change is just totally disingenuous. The reality is that there has been an absence of any proper road maintenance policy for years, and you have been in office for 9 years, so you have superintended 9 years of neglect over the maintenance of Jamaica's road network, for which the people are holding you accountable now. And that's just the reality of it.
Reality check, man, from your device, you know, it's a unique and aromatic realistic TV. Anyway, today, my viewers and subscribers, another solid reason we're upon again, you know. Because as I stated to you before, guys, that we are on the final lap. A general election can call anytime. The message have to be clear. I can't give no mixed message around here. So my duty around here is that anytime the Prime Minister and anyone from the Jamaica Labour Party come out and make a statement and it is not factual, it's for a man like Aromatic to come and point it out to my people them so them can understand. And remember, you know what we say, you know, we say we represent the ghetto, the garrison, the muck, the grime, rural Jamaica, the inner city and the urban community. I honor Aromatic fight for. So them now go and do nothing again, you know, to fly over with head, you know. So we there, we analyze, dissect, and break it down so we people them can understand. Look where you're going now, my people. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, is blaming climate change and the People's National Party for our terrible and deplorable roads condition. You can't believe what I just said. The Prime Minister Andrew Holness in the Parliament want to shift the blame on climate change and the People's National Party for the condition of our roads. So Mark Golding, after drip them up in our Parliament yesterday, put them in a them place, read out the facts to them, so you hear the little nasty one, Everall Warmington in there, they talk about banana boat and all of them the thing. But you don't pay that no mind, because the thing about it, my viewers and subscribers, after 9 years in office, going into 10, and you can't have nothing to run on, the only thing the Jamaica Labour Party them have to run on is this racist card them a try play on the leader of the opposition. That is not going to work. It is not going to work. Climate change, no cause we road them for mash up. I know the PMP. The PMP is now in opposition for the last 9 years. So listen what the Prime Minister have stated before I roll into the video of the Prime Minister, my viewers and subscribers. I want the country to understand that the state of our road is not the fault of government. I want the people of Jamaica to understand that the state of our road is not the failure of the Andrew Holness administration. After Andrew Holness has been in power now for 9 years, going into 10. When Andrew Holness win 2016, my daughter was 10 months. My daughter was 10 months. And April this year, my daughter will be 10 years old. So it's almost a decade Andrew Holness in there. So you can't blame the People's National Party for your failure. And what that is telling us, it is the failure of the Andrew Holness administration. It is the failure of the Jamaica Labour Party in governance. And listen to this, my viewers and subscribers. There was a road maintenance fund that was there to maintain every road right across the length and breadth of Jamaica. You know, hear what I say? There was a road maintenance fund that was there in place from previous administration to maintain every road across the length and breadth of Jamaica. When Andrew Holness win in 2016, Andrew Holness destroyed the road maintenance fund. And 9 years later, in create a crisis that there is a state of emergency to go out there and fix our road. Because it is an election strategy. What he want to use and buy vote. So him say my roll out Sparks program. Just think about it, Jamaica. For 9 years, you create this havoc on our roads, destroy them. And just few months before a general election, you want to claim the praises for the same road them where you destroy and match up. Listen to this, my viewers, and subscribe what the man said. It is important that the point be made that if roads are not maintained routinely, their surface will deteriorate and that will cause potholes. So if you know all of that, Andrew Holness, so if the road them not maintain routinely, the surface them go lift up, deteriorate and cause pothole, then the question what we have to ask him, every single Jamaican that is alive, if you know all of that, so why you destroy the road maintenance fund that was there to maintain every road across the length and breadth of Jamaica? If you know that if the road them not maintain routinely, then go damage, then go deteriorate, it go cause pothole, then why the road maintenance fund that was put in place to maintain the roads across the length and breadth of Jamaica, why you destroy that fund, Andrew Holness? Anyway, my viewers and subscribers, we jump in and listen to the Prime Minister, and then we will dissect it. Take it away.
To provide an update to this Honourable House and nation on the government of Jamaica's ongoing effort to address the severe challenges faced by our road network due to heavy rains and adverse weather conditions of 2024. These weather events cause widespread damage to our infrastructure, disrupting critical roadways that are vital for the daily activities and economic well-being of our citizens. Mr. Speaker, before I get into the updates, I think it is important that the country appreciates that the state of the roads is not, Mr. Speaker, it's not the fault of government. Not the fault of government. Because we take responsibility by our actions. We don't only say we are going to fix it, we make the budgetary allocation to fix it. We manage the economy in such a way that we are able to execute the responsibilities. That's what it means to take responsibility. Not to make an empty promise that Jamaica will be pothole free by 2003. No, that's not. Is compounded by 30 years of neglect and underinvestment in our infrastructure, including our roads. And if you were to look at when this neglect was most intense, when was this neglect of our roads most intense? I don't need to answer that question. I think every Jamaican knows that when that side is in power, when that side is running the economy, there is no revenues.
When that side was running the economy, there was no revenues. When the wrecking of our roads start, it was when that side was in government. Now the Prime Minister is playing tit for tat and blame game. But we won't have it this time around because, as I stated, and I want every single Jamaican to understand, that the last 18 years of governance, the Jamaica Labour Party is there for 14 years and the People's National Party is there for 4. So out of the last 18 years of governance, Andrew Holness Party did it for 14 years. So if you want to go back and talk about 30 years, that not really make no sense. Because we give you 9 full years to correct most of these mistakes. And you did not live up to expectation. So now you turn around and play in a blame game like you think that we the Jamaican people are incompetent and stupid. This is a failing administration. And there is no way we the people of Jamaica can continue with an administration like this. Think about it, my viewers and subscribers. We give you 9 years to work on our behalf. We give you the money. It's not that we're short of money. We give you the money and look what we get in return. Potholes, potholes, potholes. So we are not going to take the blame game from the Prime Minister. One thing we have to tell them, time come and time come now for you and your administration pack on your bags and leave. Anyway, continue.
Maintain the roads. So the destruction of the roads, Mr. Speaker, is very well the PNP fault. If they were maintaining the roads from all of those years coming, we wouldn't be in this position. So, Mr. Speaker, I will now...
The deteriorating of the road, as I said, is the PNP fault. Now, this is the highest level of incompetency. And if we really want to know the definition of incompetency, we not just hear from the Prime Minister. Because this man have no clue how to run a government. This man have no clue how to run a country. This man is self-centered, egoistic, narcissist, all for himself. He's a total failure to the people of Jamaica. Anyway, continue.
An update on various road programs, which shows, Mr. Speaker, that unlike that side,
House Leader.
and I'm going to show you what we have done. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is important that the point be made that if roads are not maintained routinely, their surfaces will deteriorate and that will cause...
I'm gonna play him back again. And I want you to listen keenly what the Prime Minister stated and see if it not debunk everything what he has stated before. Continue.
If roads are not maintained routinely, their surfaces will deteriorate and that will cause potholes. The history has shown, and anyone who wants to go and study it, it will show that the only government that has been able to raise the revenues to fix the roads without borrowing...
If you are the only government is able to fix the budget, right? To fix the budget, to do our roads, then why you wait until 9 years when our road are deplorable, deteriorate, patrol, break away. Why you wait until 9 years when it's just a couple months before a general election to attend to our roads? Why? That's the question we are asked. Why you wait? If it's only your government can fix the budget so you can put money aside to do the road, then why you wait until 9 years to do the road when you have just stated that it is important that this point be made, that if roads are not maintained routinely, their surface will deteriorate and that will cause potholes. Then if you have the money for so long and you know, say if them not maintain, them go mash up, then why you wait till 9 years? And you have stated that the road have not maintained for the past 30 years. Make them think and make some sense now, my people. And who them a talk to? And how we them a talk to, my people? Eh? And how we them a talk to, my people? If you say the roads did not maintain for the past 30 years, and the PMP cost that, and you say you see, you deal with the budget in a way, and you have the money, then why you wait until 9 years when everything mash up and deteriorate? When me tell you, say this is the highest level of idiocy, the highest level of incompetency. Them man you know, have no knowledge, them have no understanding how to lead and run a country. I pay pirate them. Anyway, continue.
Without borrowing is this government. I throw the challenge. Rebut it. Rebut it. So if they want to rebut it, they can, but come with the facts. So, Mr. Speaker, the government acted decisively in December 2024 to mitigate the damage and begin the restoration of our road network. It is important to note that the heavy rainfall only subsided in early December, which delayed any repairs until after that time. Despite this, the government launched a comprehensive restoration strategy that balances both immediate relief and long-term solutions to enhance the resilience of our infrastructure. To address the urgent needs, the government allocated $6.5 billion, which includes $5 billion for road surface repairs and $1.5 billion for a constituency-based mitigation program launched in late 2024. The first phase of the mitigation program, which coincided with the Christmas season, focused on essential tasks such as cleaning drains, removing debris, and maintaining road verges. As we moved into 2025, the second phase began focusing on patching work across all 63 constituencies. And I'm certain, Mr. Speaker, that in all constituencies there is a flurry of work being done to patch damaged roads. Both local
just
roads.
think about this, my viewers and subscribers. And just look on this man and look at the failure that he is. He's bragging about patching work that is taking place right across Jamaica. After 9 years in power, you are taking bragging rights for patching roads in every constituency in Jamaica, when you have stated that for the past 30 years our road have not been maintaining, and you sit aside for 9 years. You created this. You create this. So till you have to call a state of emergency on our roads in our history are the first me hear them sitting here. Because the road maintenance fund that was there to maintain every roads across the length and breadth of Jamaica, Andrew Holness destroyed that fund. And your legacy now, Andrew Holness, you are bragging about patching out roads across Jamaica. Brother, you are a national disgrace. If that is your legacy, that's what you can run on. That's what you can brag and boast and know about patching roads across Jamaica. You know, see the failure on top of failure of this administration. Time come, pack on a bag and go. Anyway, continue.
Community roads and main roads. And we are going to continue this program right throughout the budget season and after, so that we restore all our roads to a reasonable driving surface.
After the budget, we are going to continue this Sparks program right through. No, I want to not forget this, you know. That's why we do them video, you know, for you to understand. We are going to continue this program right through after the budget. A vote buying election strategy in Damm. Your legacy, you're the brag and your boss. We are going to continue to patching of our roads until they are at a good condition to drive. And the Prime Minister of your country, who has been in power now for 9 years, the only thing that him can offer to uno Jamaican people is patching up some roads. Patching roads is now the legacy of the Andrew Holness administration. Will you, the Jamaican people, settle for that? Patching roads when him and his administration cannot give account for $3 trillion. Think about that. And the legacy of Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party is patching roads right across Jamaica. What a national disgrace and solid waste. You know, see that these people are a total solid waste. Now I want you to listen to the opposition leader, Mark Golden. Put them in a them place. Lay out the facts right in front of them and tell Andrew Holness and Njingbang that they are very disingenuous to the try to come blame climate change and want to blame the People's National Party after you have taxpayers' purse for the past 9 years and did nothing with it. More nepotism and cronyism, corruption after corruption, scandal after scandal, and now you want to play the blame game. So the People's National Party leader punch them and punch them hard yesterday. So the nasty shit in a plate, Warmington, run out, and they talk about banana boat and all of them the thing there. But we not expect better from shit in a plate, you know. So anyway, when we listen to Mark Golden now, take it away.
There used to be a road maintenance fund which was established and funded to support road maintenance programs. That was put
so you hear what the man said?
Under the
road maintenance fund was destroyed by Andrew Holness.
To finance some of the...
And him use the money to pay off on some of the loans what them take from China. So what Andrew Holness did is that he abandoned our roads and used the money to pay for different things, which you and I know that most of them money there in a Andrew Holness than 28 bank account. $3 trillion cannot give account for under Andrew Holness administration. So enough of them money there, we know say personally, say a them have it. So a man I tell them, say, listen, me no come here so with that, them nonsense there. The man they poke them. And that's the reason why you're shit in a plate, Warmington. Come down now. They talk about banana boat and all of them the thing. The same Warmington was piss per man foot, you know. You understand? Fishini, Warmington, shit in a plate. You have to come down now. Nastiness. You understand? They try style and they play race card. After 9 years, uno can't come with nothing of substance. After 9 years, uno not have nothing to pin and Mark Golden. After 9 years, uno only can play a racist card because uno have nothing of substance to run on. Uno don't have a campaign message. And that's the reason why we are playing this race bait. Come down now, man. Shit in a plate. Anyway, continue, Mr. Golden.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister has delivered a speech akin to a budget speech. Many of the things he included in his speech today are things that were in his budget speech last year in March. And we've heard it several times since. But you know, what that speech that the Prime Minister just made reflects is really a pretense at accepting responsibility, but in reality seeking to dodge responsibility. Climate change. To blame the appalling state of the road network in Jamaica today on climate change is just totally disingenuous. The reality is that there has been an absence of any proper road maintenance policy for years. And you have been in office for 9 years, so you have superintended 9 years of neglect over the maintenance of Jamaica's road network, for which the people are holding you accountable now. And that's just the reality of it. There used to be a road maintenance fund, which was established and funded to support road maintenance programs. That was put to an end under the JLP government. It's something about when you start to shout, you know, the stone lick. Well, apparently it doesn't lick. That's why you're shouting at me now. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, Mr. Golden. So the reason why them shouting at him now is when you throw a stone and the stone lick. I know so you go, Mr. Golden. You play decent. When you fling stone in a hog pen, or when time you lick a dog and them ball, them get the hit. So you fling some stone yesterday, and the hog and the dog, them are over there, so ball out. So you know that you are resonating with them, because if not, they would not cry out. But my viewers and subscribers, as me say, we there for educating with people them, you know, because of crunch time now. Election right around the corner, we don't know when them go call it. We can't give no mixed message. We have to motivate with people them. We have to constantly remind them. Put the facts in front of them. Make them see and know the corrupted administration, what they lead them for the past 9 years. What take away everything for themselves. The Prime Minister alone have 28 bank account. 3 trillion can't give account for. Them say them a build house give poor people. I want go build few house give poor people, and then gone with over 400 billion. Think about that. So here I know my people. What we are rally back upon them and tell them, say I know my viewers and subscribers. There was a road maintenance fund that was in place to maintain every road across the length and breadth of Jamaica. And Andrew Holness destroyed them. Andrew Holness destroyed that and leave our road in deplorable condition for 9 years. Look how wicked the man is, you know. Not that if he does not know, you know, Andrew Holness know why am I doing, you know, because he listen to him words down here, so, you know, and listen what the man say keenly, you know, Jamaica. It is simple that the point being made that if roads are not maintained routinely, their surface will deteriorate, and that will cause potholes. So Andrew Holness know that all along. So if Andrew Holness know, say the road them go mash up and reach another condition here, then why you destroy the road maintenance fund that was there to maintain the roads across the length and breadth of Jamaica? Uno no see your high school, heartless, vicious, wicked, the brother your name Andrew Holness is. The man is a narcissist, self-centered, egoistic. That's what he is. He knew that if you don't maintain the road them, then go mash up, because of him say it down here, sir, my viewers and subscribers. It is important that the point being made that if roads are not maintained routinely their surface will deteriorate, and that will cause potholes. So, brother, if you know all of them things there, brother, then why, brother, you dismantle the road maintenance fund when we do all of that and make the road them go bad for 9 years, almost a decade, when they are now at a stage where they are irreparable, because these roads don't need patching. The road them need to pave and fix properly. And you are bragging and boasting now and patching roads all across Jamaica. This is what Andrew Holness is telling us, taxpayers of Jamaica, who are at home and who are living in the diaspora abroad, that we are only good enough to drive on some pitchy-patchy road. Because if you are bragging and boasting about patching roads to get them to a state where they're drivable, it simply means then we no value nothing, we no worth nothing, we no count, we are no nothing. Because our road cannot fix properly anymore. We only have to drive and bitch up and patch up roads here and there. But this is a trend of the Jamaica Labour Party and the Andrew Holness administration. And let I take you guys to the JUTC, the Jamaican Urban Transit Company. Bus. Remember that bus system was put in place under previous administration, PJ Pattison. And Andrew Holness come to power, and Andrew Holness run down the JUTC down into the ground. A couple months before the general election, Andrew Holness them had a couple buses and he want to take bragging rights. Andrew Holness inherit a transportation system from the People's National Party. Andrew Holness run it into the ground. A few months before a general election, Andrew Holness buy some bus and want to take praises for that. Or you want to take praising for something that you did not create. The bus system was handing over to your administration and you run it into the ground. So it is the responsibility of you to replace those buses. So you can't claim no bragging rights around here. But that is the trend of the Jamaica Labour Party. Let us move on to one more of this sector. The NSWMA. And that is the National Solid Waste Management Authority. And remember in 2012, when Portia Simpson administration take over the governance of Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party burned down the Solid Waste Authority. I see a certain person that was there at the Solid Waste Authority is pushing up her head. But me just watch her out of the side of my eyes. Because them thing are no fly past aromatic. Because it's a reason why them burn down the Solid Waste Authority when Portia Simpson and the PMP came to power in 2012. But the point, Jamaica, what I'm trying to make here is that under this Andrew Holness incompetent administration, garbage pile up and inoculate Jamaica, where disease break out. Disease break out. When you go throw away your garbage, some rat did a big like mongrel dog. And when you think say the rat them go run, the rat them stand up and look in your face and I tell you say, yo, throw away your garbage and move fast, but me continue of a scab in the rubbish. Lift up, move up. That's all the garbage system in Jamaica under the Andrew Holness administration. So they went and they buy 50 trucks. And they take it and they use it to make a national thing. after you destroy and run down the solid waste that was handed to the Andrew Holness administration, you go buy 50 trucks and want all the praises for something that you guys did not create. So this is a strategy and a trend that the Jamaica Labour Party is using to try and convince and trick the Jamaican people as if they are doing something when they are not doing nothing. So when Andrew Holness destroyed the road maintenance fund, it was deliberately. It was not coincident. When Andrew Holness run down the urban transit company, it was deliberately. It was not coincident. And when they run down the solid waste management authority, it was deliberately. It was no coincidence. Because we see how these guys play. And right before the general election, they're rolling out all these things. But we are here to inform our people. We are here to remind them who they are dealing with. A self-centered, egoistic, a narcissist in Andrew Holness. So my people will understand and know that anytime you decide to call it, that will be the end of you and the Jamaica Labour Party. No time for mixed message. We have all the evidence to put out here to remind our people what Andrew Holness and his administration has done to us for the past 9 years. Anyway, my viewers and subscribers, stay tuned to Aromatic Realistic TV. Like and share and follow the movement over YouTube. We don't tell them already. We don't do tabloid. We don't do conspiracy. We don't deal with fake news. We don't in the gossip thing. We shoot and we shoot bullseye. When we shoot, it have to connect. Everything that have no substance and it now go bear no fruit, then we not deal with it. Because we not depend on the internet for waste time, you know. We not depend on the internet for waste time. You understand what we are saying? We depend on the internet because we depend on a mission. And few months from now, a part of that mission will accomplish when we see the back of the Jamaica Labour Party. We tell them say a Jah and good road. And we remind the mass that the signature word, it remains, it's never changed. Heart of love. Until then, we know the matic will wall a reason again. Peace and love. The man is out.